I think a lot of people want the business card. They want the paycheck. Maybe they want the status, the authority, the prestige, but they resist the responsibility and the interpersonal difficulty that comes from being in charge. And I think it's harder to manage people now, maybe than ever before. It was always hard to manage people, right? Because if you're a manager, you're stuck between the boardroom and the front lines. You're somewhere stuck between the boardroom and the front lines, right? And the organization wants to get as much work out of people as they possibly can. You want to get more work and better work out of every person at the lowest possible cost. Now, if you're on the front lines, and if you're an employee, you want to get as many rewards as you can under the most favorable working conditions you could possibly have, right? So the manager's stuck in the middle, and work has become more and more high pressure, and the workforce has become more and more high maintenance, and people are peculiar. So it's every single day, managers are kind of stuck in the middle trying to negotiate those competing interests. And that's what the book is in response to, that so many leaders they don't want to do the hard parts of leading, or they don't know how, or people move into positions of supervisory responsibility because they're very good at something, but maybe not because they're good at managing. And
That
then
happens?
someone
Oh my
cheat.
goodness.
Yeah, I mean, all the time, right? Right.
Yeah.
You look responsible. You've been around here for a while. You're pretty good at your job. You don't look like you're going anywhere. So we'll put you in charge of some people, right? And we'll teach you how to do a little extra paperwork, but nobody ever teaches them how to do the people work. Now, look, some organizations do teach folks how to do the people work. But although too often they just send them to a seminar, and some guy like you or me gets up there and gives a speech and tells them, all right, here's what you got to do. See? And, people walk out of those seminars thinking, well, golly, that's not me. I don't know if I can light the fire in someone else's belly, or I don't know if I can have them work only in their area of passion and strength. I mean, who's going to do all the work after all? Praise them no matter what they do. Well, gosh, what if they do it wrong? Am I supposed to praise them then? Help them find a best friend at work? I mean, really? Are you sure? Right? So what I think you and I have in common is the realization that, gee, what most leaders, managers, and supervisors should be doing more of is the basics. Providing people with support and guidance and direction, and helping them avoid unnecessary problems, helping them plan their work and work their plan, helping them go in the right direction the first time so they don't have to redo stuff. And I think so much of what surrounds leadership, is the idea that somehow it's this unreachable thing. Whereas, uh, I've learned this first and foremost from working with folks in the military. It turns out what's missing in most management relationships, and what's needed by most workers, by most people who have leaders, is they just need help getting the job done, and help solving problems, and planning resource needs. And so one of the things we try to do is demystify leadership
Hmm.
and help leaders realize that, what you really need to do is build an ongoing structured dialogue with every person. You need to meet them where they are. You need to find them where they are. You need to practice situational leadership, which really just means, who is this person right now at work? What are you trying to help them get better at? What do you need to help them stay focused on? And then and I always tell managers, you don't need to be the referee. You don't need to always, oh, well, if something goes wrong, then you'll hear from me. Well, that means every time they see you coming, it's bad news, right?
Right.
You need to be the coach. Your job is to help people succeed. And so, and there's no magic formula, and you just need to practice the fundamentals of structured guidance, direction, support, and coaching. And so I try to tell people, hey, look, practice it and you'll get better at it.